Please, don't say anything. I'll leave, the woman whispered, her voice trembling as she stepped away from the table. The plate she had quietly eaten from wasn't hers, and she knew she had been seen. But before the single dad could speak, his little girl tugged his sleeve and whispered the words that froze him in place. Daddy, her stomach is crying louder than mine. If you're watching this, don't scroll. You're about to hear a story that will change how you see hunger, kindness, and the quiet battles people hide every day. Malik ran a tiny family cafe. Nothing fancy, nothing loud, just warm food, a few wooden chairs, and the kind of peace people came to breathe in. And every evening, after school, his 7-year-old daughter, Nyla, helped him with napkins, sugar jars, and greeting customers with her shy smile. But for 3 nights straight, the same woman appeared at the door. Thin, tired, clothes clean but worn, eyes sunken, like sleep avoided her. She always entered quietly, always sat alone, and always left before ordering. Tonight, she looked worse. Her hands shook as she held her bag close to her chest. She scanned the cafe like someone calculating exits, not prices. Nyla noticed first. Daddy, she's back. Malik nodded. He had seen her slip away before. No money, no courage to ask, too much pride to beg. Tonight, the cafe was almost empty, just one half-eaten plate of rice and chicken left behind by a customer who rushed off. And as Malik turned to wipe the counter, he saw her eyes lock onto it. Saw her bite her lip. Saw her look away. Saw her look back. Saw the hunger win. Slowly, quietly, she sat down at that abandoned table. Her fingers hovered above the plate like she expected it to disappear. And then she took one bite. Then another. Then a third, faster, like she was afraid time itself might scold her. Malik stepped closer. Her shoulders stiffened. She swallowed hard. Then she stood abruptly, wiping her mouth, shaking like a child caught stealing. That's when the climax moment landed. Please, don't say anything. I'll leave, she whispered. And Nyla tugged his sleeve, eyes wide with innocence and something deeper, empathy beyond her years. Daddy, her stomach is crying louder than mine. Malik's chest tightened. The woman bowed her head, tears sliding down her cheeks silently. He exhaled slowly. Please sit, he said softly. She didn't move. It's okay, he added. You're safe here. She sank back into the chair, covering her face with both hands. After a few minutes, when she finally looked up, she whispered, I didn't want to steal. I haven't eaten in 2 days. My son, he eats everything I find. I can't show him I'm hungry. Malik pulled out a chair and sat across from her. What's your name? Imani. And your son? How old is he? 5. Nyla gasped. Like my cousin. Imani forced a small smile, weak, tired, but real. Malik went to the kitchen, prepared the biggest plate he could manage. Rice, stew, grilled vegetables, and extra chicken. Placed it in front of her gently. Imani stared at the plate like it was a miracle she didn't deserve. I'll pay you back, she whispered. You already have, Malik replied. How? You reminded me why I opened this cafe. She blinked fast, tears pooling again. Over the next hour, she told him the truth. She had lost her cleaning job when the company downsized. Her landlord gave her 1 more week before eviction. Her phone was disconnected. Her son's school had called, but she couldn't answer. And worst of all, she had been skipping meals so her son wouldn't feel hungry. He thinks grown-ups don't get hungry, she said with a small, bitter laugh. Malik felt something twist inside him. He had raised Nyla alone since her mother passed. He knew what it meant to fight silently. He didn't say anything at first. He just stood, walked to the chalkboard menu, wiped off the last item on the list, and in big letters wrote, Free meal of the day, ask for the Nyla special. Nyla beamed. Imani gasped. No, I can't take from you. I don't want pity. This isn't pity, Malik replied. This is community. Imani covered her mouth, overwhelmed. But then, the twist came. A customer sitting near the door stood up and approached quietly. I heard everything, the woman said. She handed Malik her business card. I run a cleaning service. Imani, if you're willing, I'm hiring. Full-time. Good pay. Imani's breath caught. She stared at the card, then at Malik, then at Nyla. Is this real? She whispered. It is, the customer said softly. Come by tomorrow morning. Imani sobbed then, loud, shaking, grateful sobs that made Nyla rush to hug her tiny waist. You're not alone, Nyla whispered. Malik felt tears burning behind his eyes, tears he hadn't let fall in years. The next morning, she came back cleaner, brighter, holding her son's little hand. He was thin, but smiling. Nyla gave him a cookie. Imani prayed blessings over Malik until she ran out of words. And as she left for her first day of work, she looked back at him with new strength in her voice. Thank you for seeing me, when I thought I was invisible. Malik watched her go, knowing one thing. Sometimes, one meal doesn't just fill a stomach. It restores a life. If you were Malik, would you have stopped her? Would you have shown kindness? Or would you have looked away like everyone else? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional true life stories that stay with you long after they end.